Ladies and gentlemen, in every generation, we have seen leaders rise and fall, not because of their skills or intelligence, but because of their ability or inability to earn respect. You see, leadership is not about control, it is about influence. Influence does not come from position, it comes from character. A title may give you temporary authority, but only respect will give you lasting influence. Respect must be earned, not demanded. You cannot demand respect. You cannot force people to honor you simply because of your position. Respect is like trust. It must be built over time through integrity, consistency, and service. A leader who respects others will naturally receive respect in return. But a leader who disrespects his followers will soon find himself standing alone. Ask yourself, do the people around you follow you because they have to or because they want to? If your followers only obey because of obligation, then you have power, but you do not have respect. But if they follow you out of admiration and trust, then you are a true leader. Respect creates loyalty and unity. Great leaders throughout history understood that respect is the foundation of unity. When a leader respects those under his care, he creates an atmosphere where people feel valued. And when people feel valued, they give their best. They go beyond duty and serve with passion. On the other hand, when a leader disrespects people, when he belittles them, ignores their concerns, or treats them as tools, he creates division, resentment, and eventually rebellion. A true leader builds bridges, not walls. Respect is rooted in service and humility. There is a powerful truth. The greatest leaders are the greatest servants. A true leader is not above his people. He is among them, working, sacrificing, and serving. Leadership is not about sitting on a throne. It is about washing the feet of those you lead. It is about putting others first, guiding with wisdom, and making decisions that uplift, not oppress. If you want to be respected as a leader, start by respecting those you lead. Serve them. Listen to them. Value their contributions. When you do, they will follow you not because they must, but because they believe in you. Closing thoughts. True leadership is not found in titles, power, or wealth. It is found in the respect you earn through service, integrity, and humility. Respect is the currency that buys you the loyalty, trust, and dedication of those you lead. If you want to be a great leader, do not seek power, seek respect. And the only way to earn respect is by first giving it. Leadership is one of the most misunderstood concepts in society today. Many people equate leadership with titles, authority, and positions of power. They assume that leadership is reserved for CEOs, presidents, directors, or those who hold high-ranking positions. But the truth is, leadership has nothing to do with the seat you occupy or the title before your name. Leadership is about influence. It is about the ability to inspire, guide, and impact people in a meaningful way. A leader is not necessarily the one in charge, but the one whom people willingly follow. There have been individuals who held no official title but led entire movements. They had no crown on their heads, no official appointment, and no army behind them, yet they changed the course of history. Why? Because leadership is not about position. It is about the ability to influence minds, shape visions, and ignite passion in others. True leadership is recognized, not imposed. A title may give you authority, but it does not guarantee influence. Influence is earned through character, wisdom, and the value you bring into the lives of those around you. One of the greatest misconceptions in leadership is the belief that people will automatically follow those in power. This is not true. People may comply with the demands of a person in authority out of obligation or fear, but compliance is not the same as commitment. A true leader does not rely on force or control to lead people. Instead, he earns their trust and respect through the way he lives, works, and interacts with others. Influence does not come from commanding people to follow, but from inspiring them to believe in the vision you carry. A person in a leadership position who lacks influence will soon realize that their title is meaningless. You may have employees who work under you, but if they do not believe in your vision, they will only do the bare minimum to keep their jobs. They will not go the extra mile. They will not give their best, and they will not follow you beyond their assigned tasks. This is because leadership without influence is nothing more than an empty position. In contrast, a person with no official title but strong influence can lead people to accomplish great things because they have earned their trust, respect, and admiration. Leadership by influence is built on credibility. People do not follow those they do not trust. If a leader lacks integrity, their influence is weak. This is why true leadership requires honesty, consistency, and authenticity. People are watching, and they will only be inspired by leaders who practice what they preach. A leader who demands excellence but does not model it will quickly lose credibility. A leader who preaches humility but is full of arrogance will soon lose the respect of his people. The strength of influence is determined by the strength of character. In every organization, whether it is a business, a school, a community, or a nation, leadership determines success. However, leadership by title alone is dangerous. Many organizations have collapsed because those in leadership positions assume that their titles guaranteed them loyalty and respect. But respect is not automatic. Influence is not given, it is earned. A leader must constantly prove themselves through action, not just words. True influence is the result of consistent service, fairness, and commitment to the well-being of those under their leadership. One of the key qualities of influential leaders is their ability to connect with people. Leadership is not about standing above people, it is about walking alongside them. True leaders listen, understand, and engage with those they lead. They recognize that leadership is not about control, but about empowerment. They do not see people as tools to accomplish their own goals, but as individuals with unique potential that needs to be nurtured. By investing in people, developing their skills, and showing genuine care for their growth, a leader builds long-lasting influence that no position can replace. Leadership is also about vision. A leader with influence is one who can communicate a compelling vision that others want to be part of. Vision is what draws people together. It is what keeps them motivated even in difficult times. A leader who lacks vision will struggle to inspire, and a leader who cannot inspire will struggle to lead. People do not follow leaders simply because of authority. They follow leaders who make them believe in a future that is worth working for. Influence is directly tied to the ability to cast vision in a way that moves hearts and minds. Another vital aspect of leadership by influence is the ability to serve. Leadership is not about being served, it is about serving others. The greatest leaders throughout history were those who put others before themselves. They were not obsessed with power, but with purpose. They did not seek leadership for personal gain, but for the good of the people they led. A leader who serves builds a foundation of trust that strengthens their influence. People are naturally drawn to those who genuinely care for them. When a leader prioritizes service over self-interest, their influence grows. In conclusion, leadership that is based on position alone is weak and short-lived. Titles may open doors, but they do not guarantee influence. True leadership is about impact, not position. It is about how effectively you can inspire, guide, and empower those around you. Leadership is measured by the ability to move people toward a shared vision, not by the authority you hold. The most powerful leaders in history were not always those with the highest rank, but those with the greatest influence. If you desire to be a leader, do not chase titles, chase influence. One of the greatest mistakes a leader can make is assuming that respect comes automatically with a title, position, or authority. Many people believe that if they are in charge, others are obligated to respect them. However, true respect cannot be commanded or enforced. It must be earned. A leader who tries to demand respect through fear or control will only create resentment and resistance among their followers. On the other hand, a leader who earns respect through integrity, service, and wisdom will inspire genuine loyalty and trust. Respect is not given freely. It is a reward for character, consistency, and care. People do not respect a leader simply because they hold a high-ranking position. They respect leaders who demonstrate credibility, fairness, and competence. A leader who makes decisions with wisdom, stands firm on moral principles, and treats people with dignity naturally earns respect. But when a leader lacks these qualities, their authority may be recognized, but their influence will be weak. Respect is the foundation of strong leadership, and without it, even the most powerful leaders will eventually lose their followers. A leader who demands respect without earning it often resorts to intimidation, threats, or manipulation to maintain control. This approach may work temporarily, but it never lasts. Fear-based leadership creates a toxic environment where people comply out of obligation, not out of admiration or trust. In such an environment, followers do only the bare minimum, and innovation, creativity, and teamwork suffer. Eventually, people will either rebel or quietly disengage, leading to failure in leadership. In contrast, a leader who earns respect through genuine concern for others fosters a culture of trust, motivation, and high performance. Respect is earned through the way a leader treats people. A true leader values the opinions, contributions, and efforts of those they lead. They do not look down on others or treat them as inferiors. Instead, they uplift, encourage, and empower their people. When a leader listens, acknowledges, and appreciates the efforts of their followers, they create an atmosphere where respect flows naturally. People do not respect leaders who dismiss their concerns, belittle them, or make them feel unimportant. But they do respect leaders who are approachable, fair, and willing to understand their struggles. Integrity is another essential factor in earning respect. A leader's words and actions must align. When a leader says one thing but does another, their credibility is destroyed. People respect leaders who stand by their values, keep their promises, and remain honest in all situations. A leader who lacks integrity may gain temporary authority, but they will never earn deep, lasting respect. Trust is the currency of leadership, and once trust is broken, it is extremely difficult to rebuild. Consistency is also crucial in gaining respect. A leader who is unpredictable, changes their principles frequently, or makes decisions based on emotions rather than logic will struggle to earn respect. People look up to leaders who are stable, reliable, and consistent in their behavior. If a leader is fair one day but unfair the next, kind in one moment but cruel in another, they create confusion and instability. True respect is given to those who maintain a steady and principled approach to leadership, no matter the circumstances. Another important aspect of earning respect is competence. People respect leaders who know what they are doing. A leader who lacks knowledge, skills, or the ability to make wise decisions will struggle to gain respect, no matter how kind or well-intentioned they may be. Leaders must invest in their own growth, seek wisdom, and continuously develop their expertise. When people see that their leader is knowledgeable, capable, and confident in decision-making, they naturally trust and respect them. But when a leader appears unsure, indecisive, or uninformed, their credibility weakens. Humility is also a key factor in earning respect. Arrogance and pride push people away, while humility draws them in. A leader who believes they are superior to everyone else and refuses to acknowledge their mistakes will never earn the respect of their people. But a leader who is humble enough to admit when they are wrong, willing to learn from others, and open to feedback, gains admiration and loyalty. People respect leaders who show that they are human, who do not pretend to be perfect, and who demonstrate a willingness to grow and improve. Service is one of the most powerful ways to earn respect. The greatest leaders are those who serve, not those who dominate. A leader who sacrifices for the benefit of their people, who puts the needs of others before their own, and who works for the good of the team rather than personal gain, will always be respected. People are naturally drawn to leaders who demonstrate selflessness and a genuine concern for their well-being. Leadership is not about taking from others. It is about giving to others. When people see that a leader is truly dedicated to their success, they willingly give their respect and loyalty. Another essential aspect of respect is fairness. A leader who plays favorites, treats some people better than others, or makes biased decisions will lose respect quickly. People want to know that they are being treated justly, that the rules apply equally to everyone, and that their leader is impartial. Leaders who act with fairness, justice, and impartiality earn deep respect from their followers. But those who show favoritism, act unfairly, or make decisions based on personal preferences rather than principles quickly lose credibility. Respect is the foundation of strong relationships, and in leadership it plays a crucial role in fostering loyalty and unity among followers. A leader who genuinely respects their team creates an environment where people feel valued, heard, and motivated to contribute their best efforts. When individuals feel respected, they naturally develop a sense of belonging and commitment, leading to stronger teamwork and a deeper connection to the leader's vision. On the other hand, a leader who disregards respect and treats people as mere tools for achieving goals will struggle to build long-lasting loyalty and unity. Loyalty is not something that can be bought or forced. It is earned through mutual respect and trust. People do not stay committed to a leader simply because of obligation or contractual agreements. They stay because they feel valued, appreciated, and understood. When a leader shows consistent respect, it instills a sense of security and confidence among followers. Employees, students, or team members who feel respected are more likely to remain dedicated even during difficult times. They do not just work for the leader, they work with the leader, sharing a common purpose and investing their time and energy into the success of the organization. A lack of respect, however, can destroy loyalty. When people feel ignored, belittled, or unappreciated, their motivation diminishes. They may continue working under a leader, but their hearts will not be in it. They will do the bare minimum required and eventually seek opportunities elsewhere where they feel more valued. Disrespect from a leader creates resentment, low morale, and high turnover rates. This is why many organizations struggle with retaining talent. not because of external competition, but because of an internal culture that fails to nurture respect and appreciation. Respect also plays a critical role in fostering unity. Unity is not simply about having people work in the same space or follow the same leader. It is about having a shared sense of purpose, understanding, and cooperation. When a leader respects their team, they encourage open communication, collaboration, and trust among members. This leads to a work environment where people feel safe to express their ideas, support one another, and work together toward a common goal. A united team is a strong team, and respect is the glue that holds them together. In contrast, when respect is lacking in leadership, division quickly takes root. Disrespect breeds conflict, jealousy, and unhealthy competition among team members. When people feel undervalued, they begin to focus on their own interests rather than the collective success of the group. They may refuse to cooperate, withhold valuable insights, or even undermine each other to gain favor or recognition. A leader who fails to cultivate respect will find their team fragmented, unmotivated, and disengaged. One of the key ways respect fosters unity is by eliminating fear and insecurity. In environments where respect is present, people feel comfortable sharing their thoughts, taking initiative, and offering constructive feedback. They trust that their voices will be heard without judgment or ridicule. When a leader listens attentively, acknowledges contributions, and appreciates effort, they create a culture where people support each other rather than compete destructively. In such an environment, everyone is working toward the same objective, not fighting for personal validation. Respect also strengthens unity by encouraging inclusivity. A respectful leader values diversity, recognizing that every individual brings unique strengths and perspectives to the table. They do not discriminate based on background, status, or personal preferences. Instead, they ensure that everyone feels seen and heard. When people feel respected regardless of their differences, they become more open to collaboration and understanding. This builds a team dynamic where individuals do not just tolerate each other, but genuinely appreciate and learn from one another. Another important aspect of respect in leadership is the impact it has on crisis situations. In times of difficulty, uncertainty, or change, a leader's ability to maintain respect determines whether a team will stay united or fall apart. A leader who respects their followers will communicate openly, address concerns with empathy, and involve the team in decision-making processes. This fosters trust and reassures people that they are valued even in challenging times. When respect is deeply embedded in the leadership approach, followers remain loyal and stand together, knowing that their leader prioritizes their well-being. Respect also builds unity by setting a positive example. A leader who demonstrates respect towards others, whether it be through words, actions, or attitudes, encourages the same behavior among their team. People often model what they see in leadership. If a leader is respectful, team members will treat each other with respect. If a leader is dismissive, condescending, or harsh, the same toxic behavior will spread among the group. Leaders must understand that their conduct directly influences the culture of the organization or community they lead. Respect nurtures long-term loyalty by creating a sense of purpose beyond just tasks and responsibilities. When people feel respected, they feel a personal connection to the mission and vision of the leader. They do not just work for a paycheck or out of duty. They work because they believe in what they are part of. They invest their energy, creativity, and dedication not because they are required to, but because they feel inspired and valued. A leader who respects and uplifts their followers does not just build a workforce. They build a family of dedicated individuals who take pride in their collective success. A leader's ability to respect others is a direct reflection of their own character, values, and principles. True leadership is not just about making decisions, giving commands, or reaching goals. It is about how a leader treats the people they are entrusted to guide. The way a leader interacts with others, whether with kindness, fairness, and humility, or with arrogance, indifference, and disrespect, reveals the depth of their integrity and the nature of their leadership. A leader who genuinely respects others demonstrates strength of character, while one who lacks respect exposes weaknesses that can ultimately undermine their authority and influence. Character is the foundation of great leadership, and respect is one of the strongest indicators of a leader's true nature. Leaders who value respect understand that it is not a tool to manipulate others, but a principle that defines their interactions. They recognize that every person, regardless of status, role, or background, deserves to be treated with dignity. This is not just about good manners or professional courtesy. It is about a fundamental belief in the worth of others. Leaders who consistently respect their team members, peers, and even subordinates show that they lead not from a place of superiority, but from a place of service and humility. Respect in leadership is not just about words. It is about consistent actions. A leader may speak of respect, but if their actions contradict their words, their true character is revealed. Leaders who treat people unfairly, belittle others, or dismiss the contributions of those around them demonstrate insecurity and a lack of moral strength. In contrast, leaders who listen attentively, value opinions, and acknowledge the efforts of their team display confidence and emotional intelligence. The way a leader behaves when no one is watching, when there is no audience, no recognition, and no expectation of reward, reveals the authenticity of their character. A leader's respect for others is particularly evident in how they handle power. Power has the ability to magnify a person's true nature. Some leaders, when given authority, become arrogant, controlling, and dismissive. They see others as stepping stones to their own success and treat them with little regard. Such behavior does not demonstrate strength. Rather, it reveals deep insecurity and weakness. On the other hand, leaders who remain humble despite their position and use their authority to uplift, support, and empower others show that their character is rooted in genuine leadership. True leaders understand that respect is not a sign of weakness, but a testament to their self-discipline and moral grounding. A leader's ability to respect others also determines the level of respect they will receive in return. People naturally respect leaders who treat them well. When a leader consistently demonstrates fairness, honesty, and kindness, their followers respond with loyalty and admiration. However, when a leader is disrespectful, dismissive, or unjust, they create resentment and discontent. Over time, even if their authority remains intact, their influence weakens. A leader who disrespects others may be feared, but they will never be truly followed. Influence is built on trust, and trust is built on respect. Another key indicator of a leader's character is how they treat those who can do nothing for them. Many leaders show respect to those in positions of power or influence, but disregard those who hold no status. This selective respect is not true respect, it is self-interest. A leader's true nature is revealed in their interactions with the least powerful people in their environment. Do they treat a janitor with the same kindness and courtesy as they do a high-ranking executive? Do they acknowledge and appreciate the smallest contributions, or do they only value those who benefit them? A leader who respects all people, regardless of status, demonstrates a character rooted in fairness, humility, and wisdom.